All right, it's now time to check out my geekiest interview yet. And yes, that does include the time I chatted up Kevin Smith in an elevator about My Little Pony at an adult anime convention. Check this out. You know, you can't do a geek episode without talking about technology. And that's why today I'm excited to dive deep in the gaming world. In this case, the mobile variety. Joining me now, he's the CEO here at Gigataur. It's Andrew Fisher. Andrew, how are we doing today?
Doing great, thanks. Thanks for having me on your show.
Well, thanks for being here. I'm super excited, and I was telling you a little bit that I'm not much of a gamer myself, so I'm hoping to learn a lot today. Let's start with Gigataur, the company, which, by the way, I love the name. Sounds like something that might eat me in a video game. Tell me a little bit about the history of Gigataur and maybe yourself.
Sure. So my history is I've been in telecom for about 20 years and always wanted to get into the video game industry. I had the chance with my boss, Terry Matthews, to start a company in the game industry, which was originally Glitchsoft. We decided a couple of years ago that that name was a little too indie, let's call it. And so we discovered our new name, Gigataur, which, as you said, it's got a nice ring to it. Good name for a game company, and we're pretty proud of it.
Very cool. Now, gaming, and I don't have to tell you this, but the gaming industry has changed quite a bit. I remember back, it's changed since Pong. Was that what it was? Pong?
Pong,
Boop.
correct, yeah.
Boop.
Yeah, so I'm old school. I played a lot of Pong. In the old days, you had to go to the store, buy a box, bring it home, unwrap it, install the discs. Nowadays, within 15 seconds, you can download a new game. And so one of the good things about mobile is that it's opened up the market. And what we've seen is an explosion, really, in terms of a new classification of player. And these people wouldn't even call themselves video gamers. They think they're playing apps on their phone. They actually call them apps. They don't even call them games. But what's also done, as I said, is it's flooded the market with just a ton of content. And so it's made it very challenging for the traditional model to work. And so as new as it is, it's still very challenging for people to figure out how to grow and sustain in this area.
And I wonder, Andrew, is in the mobile gaming industry, do people like to tap more or swipe? Is there one more?
Yeah, great question, actually. And it turns out the data shows that people like vertical orientation. So single hand, you're holding it with one hand, and then typically tapping and swiping, so a combination of the two. And you'll see a lot of different games where they'll combine those mechanics, or they'll separate those mechanics, and they'll make it so it's all tapping or all swiping, or swipe and tap and swipe and tap. And so, but again, it's that, and I'll use this word probably a few times in this discussion, friction. And friction is the biggest issue on mobile. And any type of friction means that your player is going to leave, and probably within 3 seconds be playing somebody else's content.
Let's talk about some of the games that you guys have done here at Gigataur, because there's some pretty high-profile games, and I have a few names here. So we had He-Man, the most powerful game
In the universe.
In the universe. I like it. Uncanny X-Men, Days of Future Past. Hello.
Yep, classic.
Big property there. And then Star Wars Rebels, the recon missions. And what are we working on now? What's Gigataur's big games that are out there right now?
Our main focus is actually on working with other people who are great producers of content. We learned a lot in working with the Lucases and the Marvels and the Mattels of the world. How to manage a brand, how to engage an audience, how to remove that friction. And so we're more focused on the publishing and distribution side of it these days.
I'm going to say 2 words, and you tell me if this makes any sense to you. Farting Pig.
Yeah, of course. We have a title coming up, with working with a great developer who's created a bit of a fun game. Lots of great shout-outs to all kinds of canon in it. We were attracted to it because it does resemble some other popular games on the store, plus, has some little bit of fun to it. And this industry, you got to have some fun. You've got to sort of, be tongue-in-cheek a little bit, and stand out in terms of the other apps that are on the store.
And the game's about a pig that farts?
Pig that farts, and he has all kinds of epic adventures, sayings, shout-outs throughout it, and it's definitely a bit of fun, and worth checking out.
That's going to be a movie.
Could be, actually. Absolutely could be.
I think that could totally be a movie.
Maybe we can get some CanCon content in it and see if we can get a Canadian Media Fund grant or something.
Yeah, or Rosie O'Donnell can sign on. They made a movie about Angry Birds, and I don't know if this is like a thing that's going to happen. Maybe there's going to be a Candy Crush movie, Fruit Ninja movie.
Yep.
But maybe we can come up with something that would rival that. And I came up with some ideas. What about irritable otters?
Oh, there you go. That should be a top seller in the Canadian market. You could probably get some Canadian funding for that one, I believe.
I think so. Cranky Crustaceans.
Oh yeah, there you go. I would almost go along with the SpongeBob theme, that one.
Or we could just do a Mr. Hollywood game.
There you go.
Where I just go around with a microphone and try to interview various celebrities.
Great idea.
Yeah, we're going to do it. Actually, that brings me to my next question here, Andrew. What game do you think I, Mr. Hollywood, would enjoy?
I would take you for a match 3, probably. So that's a puzzle game, endless adventure typically. There's lots of different forms of them where you solve puzzles.
Because I'm smart?
Yeah, and it's more of a logic, type personality. And again, not being a traditional video game player, i.e. RPG, shoot 'em up. It tends to be one that, people, again, they enjoy it because it's almost like solving little problems, right? So think of Sudoku. That's maybe more math orientated, but these are simple puzzle games that you feel good and rewarded as you solve them, and there's usually some sort of complex skill or task that, again, you feel a sense of accomplishment for completing the puzzles.
I want to get my hands dirty. I want to play some stuff.
Excellent. Let's do it. Let's play some games.
All right, let's go. Andrew, I found this on the walk over. I don't know.
I wear that sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a little hard to get on your head, but it keeps you moving through the lines at Starbucks. Yeah, so we have a whole bunch of games here to show you, but I think let's figure one of the match 3s maybe that seems to suit your personality. I'll get one of those up and running right now.
All right, let's do it.
We think the best game for you to possibly play is this one.
Okay, what am I doing here?
Now,
I like it already.
This is a classic match 3 game, but it's overlaid with an RPG adventure. So you're the hero here,
Yes.
who is a bird by the name of Chouchou. It's a French game from a French developer, by the way. Great team
That was
coming out of
my
Paris.
old high school nickname.
That's a good name,
Chouchou,
probably
yeah.
because of the hair.
I think so.
And in this game, you essentially want to accomplish tasks. It's a puzzle. You have to kind of figure it out. You swipe left and right. You're a tapper or a swiper? I can't remember.
I'm a little bit of both.
All right. Well, you don't have to be a swiper on this one, but you move your character essentially in an X by Y coordinate system, so up or
Well,
down.
I'm
There you
moving
go.
now, but what
You
am I
are.
doing?
You can see you're trying to put things together in combinations of 3, 4s, and
Oh,
5s.
so I'm just. Okay.
You got it. And then, of course, you can go down and battle with this guy if you
Why
want.
do I want to bet?
Oh, yeah, because you get some
really-
action. And you can see.
I destroyed him.
Yeah, and all kinds of cool stuff came up on the screen. That's the visceral feedback that we provide. So you feel like you're actually hitting it. You get the reward numbers come through. It's all part of our game design.
Andrew, I just destroyed
You did.
that guy.
You clobbered that guy.
This is fun. And ages. What would
Great
you
question.
recommend?
Our games are family friendly, so they're literally, I'd say, from 6 up. We see a lot of growth in the seniors market, people who are now buying tablets,
Really?
have some free time on their hands, of course, because they probably bought everything and they're looking more into retirement. And of course, they're looking for things to do to stimulate their brains, and these puzzle games are a great way of doing that.
Betty White. I'm going to send this to you. Now, Andrew, people at home that want to play these games, what do? They just go on their phone? What do they type in?
Super simple. You just go on to the store, the iTunes store, or some of them are Android. Just download the games. Most of our games are taglined under our Playmium brand name. So you search Playmium, and up will come all of our games. No credit cards required. Just download them, have a load of fun, and enjoy yourself.
Well, Andrew, I'm having a lot of fun here. I'm sorry, you and the staff can go home.
Fantastic. You enjoy yourself.
I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right, keep the lights
You
on.
take it easy.